Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning. This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell because we are live every weekday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. Watt, West African time. With that being said, let's get right into the charts. All right, good morning, y'all. How's everybody doing? Apologies again. This whole week has been a bunch of late starts, right? I want to say it's not my fault, but at the end of the day, it is my fault, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, next week we're gonna try and be more consistent, even this coming Friday. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna be late as well. Oh, actually, no, I won't be late tomorrow. So yeah, tune in 7:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'm not gonna be late tomorrow because I don't have my morning responsibilities, so to speak. All right, so quick breakdown here. So I mean, we had this earlier move, so I didn't catch it. I was gonna get into the position, but it sort of got away from me though. We actually did have entries for this push down, right, towards 192 levels, right? So this hourly closure right here, I had sells from this level right here to push down towards 192, but I never took the position though, so you know, c'est la vie. So let's do a quick breakdown here. We have it's currently 8:40, so we have about 20 minutes left here for the hourly candle to close and the 4-hour candle to close as well. Let's hit the quick breakdown and we'll see what we can get here, right? All right, so starting off with the monthly now, right? So just like clockwork, right? Almost like clockwork. You know, I don't want to say, I mean, there is no merit to calling a move if you don't take the move, right? So like we were saying yesterday, because we were coming, or not yesterday, but whenever we did our last analysis, right? When I streamed yesterday, right? I don't remember, to be honest with you. Did I stream? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I didn't stream yesterday. But yeah, so like we were saying before, this current monthly, right, or the previous monthly closed below this level here, this 190.3 level. You look to the left, you see that most times you close below that level, you do end up pushing down, There's actually a level here that's missing. I don't know why that's missing. So right here. All right, so we saw that most times you close below this level, you do end up pushing down to fill the rest of this range down towards around 180, 180.6, 180-ish, right? So yeah, we were then looking for price to eventually reject the level and then push down. So where were our possible areas of rejection? So here you had this level here at first, this 191.7 level, right? That was your first level. You tapped into that level, you saw an initial rejection, right? Came down, found support, continued to push back up. Once we started to push up and beyond this 191.7 level, right, which is very close to that 192 level, right, which we just came back down to retest, right? So once we started to hold that support above that level, we were looking at where price could potentially make another or could potentially make this top wick to and reject off of, right? That next level would have been here at 195, right? So we tapped into 195 on the dot and we started to reject back to the downside. We actually had entries. I forget why we didn't take this. I think we just missed our or rather we didn't have entries, right? So I think we just it sort of just dropped. I forget why I didn't take this. There was a reason I didn't take the move coming downwards, right? I think I missed it. I think I might have just missed it, but yeah. So that was a general outlook of things, right? So now if we're gonna now start to play out, you know, like all these other instances where we've closed below this level here, right? This 191 point or this 190.2 level, right? If we're gonna start to play out like those instances on the monthly, this is just gonna continue to drive down here, right? But there is no guarantee of that, right? There is no guarantee that we will continue to drive down here. So we'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's look at the weekly now. So weekly pretty much inside those ranges as well, right? Inside this range from about 195 area, all right? From 195 area towards this 191.8 or 192 level, right? So we only have today and tomorrow left on this candle. All right, we only got today and tomorrow. Oh yeah, I did trade yesterday because it was FOMC, right? And I said I would try to be back for FOMC, but you know, sadly I couldn't show up for FOMC, right? What you gonna do? But yeah, so yeah, so currently on the weekly though, we have our rejection off of this 195 level, right? Now we're coming back down towards, I don't know if we had this bottom wick before or we just formed this bottom wick, right? But now we've come down, we've tapped into this 192 level yet again. So now it's a matter of what price wants to do here. I reckon if we're gonna drive down for the rest of the month, or to eventually flip on the monthly, this weekly candle is most likely gonna close below 191.73, right? But today is not the final day of the week. That would be tomorrow. So for today, we could still see some more buys play out. Maybe we range still respecting this support, right? And then, you know, tomorrow's candle opens up and then we end up closing below the level, right? So yeah, hey. So we'll see what price has in store for us here. We'll see what price wants to do here. So on to the daily. All right, let me refresh my page. This is moving really slowly. Does that help? Yeah, that helped a little bit. Yeah, so actually while we're here, let me see. So I'm trying to see intermediary levels on the weekly. So here you tapped into this level. Drove back up. Where are you supporting? You're respecting this as support. So we got this. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, so yeah, looking to the left there, you can see that we do have multiple instances where we sort of hold this level at 193.38 as support. Sort of an intermediary level, right, between this greater range on the weekly. So yeah, I mean, if the weekly ends up closing above, most likely weekly might continue to drive up, right? But if we close below, good chance we make a top wick, right? Come down, start to flip on the monthly and continue to push our way down. But we'll see. All right, onto the daily now. So this, Yeah, this 193.38 level is a level on the daily as well. So we closed below this daily level, which is also a weekly level, right? Created a top wick and now we're driving down. So yeah, the weekly, bottom of the weekly range. So let's look to the left here. Most times that we drove down from this 193.38, well, up or down, right? So here we drove down from this level, came all the way down to 189. All right, here you sort of respect it, came all the way down into this range. All right, okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at you know, where this could potentially continue to go, right? Because now you've tapped into this daily support as well, right? So you rejected 193.38, which is actually these are the sells I was looking to get involved with. But you know, I missed those. C'est la vie. But yeah, so now you're currently tapping into this level of support here at 191.5, right? Right, yeah, you haven't quite tapped into the level, but you're currently around those areas. So you do have a little bit of room to still, you know, to still drive down here. You, at least on the daily, you still have a bit of room to drive down. So yeah, we'll see how the lower time frames form. Time frames form, right? And yeah, I mean, you have this intermediary level here as well. The price is driven down from multiple times as well, right? So if you close below 192.53 on the lower time frames, right, if you start to form structure, right, you start to form structure below that level, you should be good to continue to drive down, but we'll see. All right, we will see. Yeah, Gary, realistically speaking, this range, yeah, this is a whole range towards 191.1, right? Yeah, especially if you hold resistance below this 192.47, right? You get a top wick, you sort of hold that level. Yeah, I do think you have enough to drive down towards 191.1, and that's about 100 pips. Not bad. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. All right, cool. That level there. My fault. Oh shit. So yeah, so I mean the 4-hour levels are pretty straightforward. Yeah, pretty straightforward levels here on the 4-hour, right? Alright, so ideally you would want to see a closure below 192.5 here, right? Which is also that daily. Yep, that's that daily level, right? That's that daily level you want to see a closure below. Yeah, so 100% you want to see a closure below 192.25. Sorry, 192.45. You want to see that closure below, and then you get a top wick. Because we've already come all the way down here, I do think you have enough to drive through, right? So yeah, so you could see price come down all the way towards 191.1 potentially. I mean, on this, that's on the daily, but if you're going by the 4-hour, time frame, yeah, boom, close below, top wick. Yeah. All right, so these are our 4-hour levels. Pretty straightforward here, and then finally our hourly levels. I've been waiting all my life. Aswana mama kumama mama kumama is in yeah kumama. All right, so this level is what on the 4? Okay. Hey. Okay, so yeah, you want to close below 192.4, right? You want to close below 192.4. Close below there. I mean, that's the hourly. So yeah, I mean, given how this hourly would close, so if this hourly sort of closed bullish, respecting that level, right, that would be the 4-hour closing below, but not, you know, with this bottom wick. So I'm gonna wait for a top wick at that point. All right, I would just wait for a top wick. My fault. I would just wait for a top wick and we'd be good to go. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's about it for the analysis. 1 second, let me just put this level here as well. Yeah, so potentially you could continue to drive down here, tap into this level over here, these lows. Yep. All right, let's see what happens. It's pretty important that we do close below 192.4 here, though. It's pretty important that we close below 192.4. Let me see my 4-hour again. Let's see. I'm trying to see. So coming down, man, look at this push down. Look at that push down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have this push down. You have what, you know, smart money would call an imbalance right here, right? So between 194 to about 193.5, right? So that's where we might form that top wick at. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. 5 minutes left for an hourly close. Let's see. We have news or no? Okay, we got news at 10. It's 9. Yeah, existing home sales isn't really the. Oh, we had news at 8:30 as well. Did 8:30 news do anything? Not really. Yeah, 8:30 news didn't do much. Yeah, news at 8:30 didn't really do much. Or maybe it did, because we did come up all the way. Nah, not really. Not really. Yeah, let's see how we close though. This is a good closure. This is shaping up to be potentially a good closure. Let's see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. All right, 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Look alive. Look alive, y'all. 4 minutes left. All right, let's see what's cooking here. So it looks like we're about to close below. This 4 hour is gonna close below as well. All right, 4 hours is gonna close below as well. Take a quick look to the left. Where should we expect top wicks? Where should we expect our top wick to eventually drive down? Here you have a closure below, right? You got your top wick there. Let me see. Here you have a closure below as well. Got your top wick right here, right? So we're gonna be looking at something around these areas for a top wick, right? Yeah, we're gonna be looking at something around those areas for a top wick, and then we're gonna take our sells. If we can come up first, if we can get a wick entry, even better, right? If we can get a wick entry, even better. So I'm gonna look for a top wick around these areas here. Gonna look for a top wick around these areas here. So 4 already established resistance here. It really shouldn't be coming back here. All right, shouldn't really be coming back up there. Let's see how we open up. See, you got this entry, and then full TPs would be somewhere. All right, so you're coming down first, which is actually good. Well, I say good, but yeah, it's not good, but yeah. So at this point, if we come up, we make our top wick right there. It's not the better, you know, it's not the better TPs, but this is gonna be our entry. That is gonna be our entry. So this one closed. Let me see, close below. You actually have to tap here before you continue to drive, and you might continue to drive there. Let me see this. Yeah, closing below like this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually get into the sales now. Yeah, I think I'll get into the sales now, because the only thing is, like, I'm waiting for this top wick, or I'm waiting for this top wick over at 192.5, but because we've already sort of tapped into this level, right, we already tapped into that level. Actually, I'll wait for this 5 minute to close. I'll wait for this 5 minute to close. I hope it just doesn't drive, though. I hope it just doesn't drive. We'll see how this 5 minute closes. If this 5 minute closes respecting, right, 5 minute closes respecting, once we take out these lows again, I'll get into the position. All right, cool. We know what we're looking for. We know what we're looking for. Man, look at this. What is this? Why does this look like this? Oh, this is the DAX. This is the DAX. This is the DAX. It's saying GJ. There you go. There goes GJ. All right, say 193.142. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Let's just see what happened. Let's see what's to happen. Yeah, if this 5 minute closes respecting, which just looks like it's going to, right? If we close respect, well, let me not say that, because we still have 2 minutes, right? We still got 2 minutes here, so let's see. Okay. All right, we're coming up now for that top wick. I want to see, can I still take these weak entries? Because we have a bottom wick, but we don't have a bottom wick to anywhere substantial, right? Even though we do have a bottom wick there, it's not really to anything substantial. All right, if we made a bottom wick towards these areas here, then I would say, okay, potential. Oh, but we're driving up from that level, yeah? Okay. I see. All right, yeah, let's see how this 5 minute closes in a bit here. Let's see how this 5 closes in a bit. I would take wick entries around here. I would take wick entries around there. Yeah. But yeah, this 5 minute about to close. Let's see how we close on this 5. We close respecting. I'll wait for a break of those lows and I'll be in there. .19. Okay, this is 5. All right, couple seconds left here for the 5. Couple seconds. Let's see. You got about a 13 pip vantage point if you want to be what's the word, conservative, right? This would be your vantage point right here. Yeah, that already tapped into that level, yeah, tapped to that level. All right. Okay, so there goes your 5 closer. There goes your 5 closer, right? You take out these lows, I'm gonna be in there. 0.18. Okay, so you take out those lows, I'll be in there. Or if you now come up towards 192.628, I'd be willing to take those as well. This one came from above though. This one came from above or from below, so pushing upwards. All right, so we're about to take out those lows. Did we take out the lows? Not quite. Actually, we did. I think we did take out the lows, but it was very quick. All right, we're coming back. Once we take out these lows, all right, boom. So we just took out the lows, just got into a position right there. All right, just got into a position right there. If you want to be conservative for this position, because you don't have this top wick yet, once you tap into 192.223, you might actually start coming back up, right? You might actually start to see a push back up. Yeah, once you tap into this level here. So if you want to be conservative, right, if you want to be conservative, you could either go break even here or take out some profits right here, right? But yeah, I'm gonna let this push through, just because we did also have this 4-hour closing below, right? We did also have this 4-hour closing down into this range. So I'm fairly confident that even if you're gonna start to reject and come back up here, we're still gonna be able to play these what's it called, the wick entries up here, right? So let's see what happens. So this position here is a maybe. This one we're currently in right now, so we'll see. This we're currently in. So yeah, you're tapping into these levels now, so you're gonna see a reaction, right? You are gonna see a reaction at these levels, especially coming up to 9:30 as well. Hopefully we're out of the position before news at 10. I would prefer to be out of the position before news, but we'll see. We will see. Because yeah, I mean, look to the left, right here you have something similar. So the only difference between this and this is what? All right, the only difference between this and this is that this we're coming up, while this we're coming down. All right, we're on our way down here we're going our way up, right? But you had price hold support here, come up, tap into these levels, and then come back down, right? So you could do the same thing here, where you hold this support, come up again. But if you notice here, look where you made this top wick, right? Look where you made the top wick. You made the top wick of these areas right here. You made the top wick in the same exact areas, right? Came back down, and then, you know, potentially this is just gonna be a continuation of the rejection from these levels, and we're just gonna melt. Yeah, but I mean, TP1 is, I have my TPs, full TPs here, but realistically TP1 is gonna be 192. Right, it's 192 level. But here's the thing, if you drop below 192, I can almost guarantee you free fall, right? You drop below this 192 level, I do think you're gonna drive down for a significant portion of well, let me not say that. I don't know, I don't actually know that, right? So let me not say that. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, we're coming down here still. We have this 5-minute candle about to close now. We got this 5-minute candle about to close. If we can close below, that would be nice. Yeah, let me put in my stops. I don't have my stops in. And my spreads are crazy right now. So 193.147.147. Take profit. Got 191 on 1.388. 888. 388. Okay. All right, so pushing down here, this 5-minute close, no bottom wick, not the best. You look to the left here, right? Look to the left. You see how price tapped into this level? Tapped into this level, push straight up, right? Tap into this level and push straight up. So us closing at this level, no bottom wick, a little bit worrisome, right? But you know, can't really manage off of that. Can't really manage off that position, right? Yeah, I would say if you're gonna push, if you're gonna continue to drive down here, you should be able to close below this level here. So we'll see how this 15-minute closes. Once this 15-minute closes and we make a top wick, right? Say we close on the 15, we make a top wick, we can move our stops a little bit lower. Well, I guess if our stops are not break even, no point in moving them, to be honest, but we'll see. Yeah, so it looks like this is gonna hold, or potentially this is gonna hold. We'll see. We will see. But if you do start coming up here, right, you do start coming up here, we're chilling, right? It doesn't really matter much. We do start coming up here, we're chilling. We're just gonna look to take those wick entries. But here's the thing though, once you tap into, I'd say once you tap into this level here, right, that's why I'm saying this is TP1, right? This is TP1. If you come up, if you come all the way down, tap into 191.95, there's no longer any guarantee that if you drive up, you're gonna reject any of these levels here, right? So yeah, you wanna, this second position is only gonna be valid if you sort of come up here. So one, if you never close above, right? So I mean, here we can see that, yeah, you did close above this level, right? You did close above and still end up rejecting, but it's a stronger move if you don't close above, right? If you never actually close above, it's a lot more of a stronger move. But yeah, you can see this level here now is holding pretty nicely, right? That level is holding pretty nicely here. If this 5 closes like this, then yeah, expect to see some drawdown here. Expect to see some drawdown, but I will still be taking these positions at 192.6. Let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens. So waiting on the 5, waiting on the 5. Let's see. All right, we've come back all the way into our entry, right? We've come back all the way into our entry, which is cool, which is all right. I mean, we were expecting to see a reaction here, right? We were expecting to see a reaction here. I didn't think it would be that strong of a reaction, if I'm being honest, but we were expecting to see a reaction there. All right, we were expecting to see a reaction. Let me see. Came down. Let me see this one. So we pushed down from there, held support. I mean, what is this candle? Oh, that's where they pushed up. Okay, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. All right, so I'm looking at this candle here, right? I'm looking at this candle here. You see how you're pushing? Oh, so you pushed off of 192.7. All right, so you pushed off of this level here, which is where that's where we held resistance last. So I'm looking at this instance here. All right, you held resistance at 192.7, pushed off, started to come down, right? You found support at 192.35, and then you drove all the way up. That took you all the way up here, which are these levels here, huh? That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't think, would I ever take these sells? I don't think so. Would I ever even consider these sells? Sorry, these buys rather. I do not think so. So that's support. You got resistance down here, so you got resistance up here as well. Let's close right at it. All right. So 15 minute just closed. Let me see how 15 minute closed. So 50-minute just closed inside the range doji, I guess you would call this. All right. Yeah, 50-minute just closed inside the range doji. Yeah, I'm thinking of a second position we can take. But as much as I would like to take these sells up here, I feel like it's a little presumptive, right? It's a little presumptive. I would like to take the second position over here, but I feel like it's a little presumptive given what we know now, right? Given what we know now, it's a little presumptive. But I mean, look at this formation. You came down, you came all the way down here, held support at 192.35. Okay, actually, let me see. Oh man. Okay, 4-hour close. Boom. Always those highs. Okay, here you close respect, then you have a top wick coming up to here. You still drove down, close respect, then top wick coming up. Yeah, so my saving grace here is my 4-hour. Right, my saving grace here is my 4-hour, because I'm looking at this hourly and I'm understanding that, yeah, we have had the instance where we drove down from 192.7. Right, we have had that instance of driving down from that level and still holding support here, 192.35. Right, we have that instance, but because of the 4-hour, right, because the 4-hour is also closed bearish, yeah, I think we should still be good. I think we should still be good, but I wouldn't take this. I would only take these sells if this 30 minutes still closed, you know, below this level, right? So I take the, if we start pushing up towards that level right now, right before the 30-minute close, I'll take the entries there as well. Sweet little bird died on my window, and it told me you don't need to worry. Summertime, that cinnamon so sweet. All right, that's to be expected here. To be expected. I was expecting that initial rejection from that level, and we got the initial rejection. Now let's see how much of a top wick is this gonna make, if at all. A top wick might just be the move to drive us up, right? Yeah, we'll see though. We will see. let's see, we got a 30-minute closer in about 8 minutes, right? So we'll see how this 30-minute closes in 8 minutes. See how the 30-minute closes in 8 minutes. Yeah, I gotta start being more bit more consistent, you know what I'm saying, so YouTube can push my shit. Yeah, I ain't saying, gotta make some videos as well. I've been saying this since last year, bro. Ain't that crazy? All right, so waiting on those in positions. In position 1, and then this one can be 1. All right, and this one can be 2. All right, we about to close on this 30-minute. About to close on this 30-minute. Okay, I like where we're closing here, right? I like that we're closing, even though we're still, I mean, we're still inside this level, right? We're still inside this range, still above the support, but I like that we closed below here, right? So now if we continue to push up here though, if we continue to push up, I'll still take the wick entry. I'm still cool with taking this wick entry here. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see. So first 5-minute closer after the 30-minute close. Looks like, well, let me not say it looks like anything, but currently you are respecting, or you are still respecting this 192.23 level. All right, but things are forming as though they want to go down still, so we're still in here, still chilling. Yeah, 15-minute flipping now. So we just flipped on the 15, on the 30 as well. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I got the wrong screen going. 1 second, y'all. There you go. So let's see. So does look like you're sort of holding support here. Does look like you're gonna hold support. Once we come up, we tap into this level, I'm still gonna take this position because of where we close on this 30. I'm still gonna take this position here. The only thing we're taking this this position, right, this second position, is so once we come, I mean, if you tap into this level, you reject now, right? This would be your vantage point, right? This level right here would be your vantage point. That would be also be where you should consider taking out TPs, right? Because if you're taking that as a mitigation position, right, this would be here for 10 pips. So you would be on this original position for a 10 pip loss, and you would be on this position for a 19 pip gain. And this position, you're getting into this position with more well, depending on how you've structured things, you ideally are getting into the second position with a higher lot size, right? But so yeah, once we tap into that level, we either close both positions or we move this second position to BE, and yeah, basically move this stops to wherever this BE is as well. All right. But if you close above, before tapping that level, say this 30-minute comes up, close above. I mean, of course, I won't be able to take anything off rip because we got news at 10 anyways. But yeah, I mean, that I'm not willing to take, right? That I'm not willing to take. But as long as you're still below here, you come up for that top wick, I'll get in there. we're pushing up here. I'm actually gonna take that second position. So I'm gonna take that second position. So what's that? 193.147. 4. All right, cool. It's got into the second position right here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna stay open. All right, it's gonna stay open until we get closer towards the what's it called? Closer towards the 10 o'clock open. All right, so I'm not gonna manage anything. So I understand we drove the way we pushed up here, right? I understand we pushed up here quick. We pushed up here pretty quickly. But let me see positions. Yeah, so I mean, I understand here on the 15 we pushed up here pretty quickly, right? But the only candle that's gonna close now is this 15, right? And I mean taking the positions here, I mean, if we close above here on the 15, I'll close out the second position immediately, right? No point in keeping that open, right? But I mean, if you keep on holding, or sorry, if you respect this level, you have a very high chance that you're just gonna continue to push back down, right? So on the 15, that's the candle closing bullish. But on the higher time frames, you know, the 30-minute, the hourly, all of that, that's just you making that top wick to drive down. That's all that is, right? Hence why we still took this second position, right? Yeah, so let's see. So now this is the current 15. All right, current 15. Cool. Let's see what happens with that one. Let me see these stops. So 193.15, 193.15. Take profit is 191.384. All right, cool. 114, 104. Say no more. Say no more. All right, cool. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. So I mean, at this point, it's make or break, right? It's make or break. So this is either gonna just start rejecting from these levels, right? You're either gonna just start seeing price reject from these levels to continue to push down, or you're gonna just continue to drive up and hit stops. So it's gonna be one or the other. It's gonna be one or the other. But because you have already retested this level here on the 4, right? You have already established this resistance. If price does want to come down here, even if it's gonna make a steeper top wick than this, our stops are still gonna be safe, right? Our stops are still gonna be safe. But that's only if, you know, if we actually do want to drive down here. So we'll see what price wants to do here. We'll see what price wants to do. I mean, ideally you would, like I said, right, once you tap into this level here, this 192.445 level, you should be overall either break even or in profit, right? Yeah, you should be either break even or overall in profit, right? So yeah, once you tap into that level, you know, it's up to you whether you want to actually keep it going or not, right? It's up to you whether you want to keep it going or not. But I will keep that going until pretty much until 9:55. So that would be 2 5-minute closures, right? That would be 2 5-minute closures. At that point, I'll actually move my TP. I'll probably move my TP to this level here for both positions. I'll probably move my TP to 192 for both positions. That's if we're closing inside this range though. If we close above it, yeah, we close above it, might be a little bit tricky. Might be a little tricky if we close above. Oh, you know what I could do if we close above? Yeah, what I could do is close out the first position. All right, if we close above, I could just close out the first position and then put the second position BE. Easy, right? Easy work. Easy work. GG easy. All right, let's see what this does though. Let's see what this does. Yeah, news at 10 as well. All right, news at 10. Where is that at? Where is that? News. Yeah, so we got existing home sales at 10. How much? Yeah, I don't know how much that does typically. Existing home sales in terms of volume. All right, let's see. Let's see what just closed. So 5 minutes just closed. All right, 5 minutes just closed. We're still above that range, or this level right here, still above this level. Currently coming up, looks like we're rejecting. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you want this next 5 ideally. Right, ideally you want this next 5 to close below 192.45. so because I'm on the challenge, right, I can't touch the position 2 minutes before or after high impact news, right? So once we close on this 5, I'm gonna put some fail safes in place, right, so to speak. I'm gonna put some fail safes in place. Yeah, I mean, I am a strong believer that, you know, news will tend to move with price action, right? They do go hand in hand. So I mean, as long as we can respect 192.628, we should be good, right? But spreads are gonna be a bitch, right? They're gonna be, excuse my language, but spreads are gonna be crazy during news. So even if we're gonna drive down, you might just get stopped out, right, based off of spreads. Yeah, the 15-minute flipping now, 5 flipping. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Couple of minutes left. Couple of minutes left. Let's see. Let's see. All right, 5 minute about to close. Let's see how this 5 closes now. Let's see how this 5 closes. 1 minute left for the 5 close. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, I mean, just because 5 closes above here doesn't mean it's not gonna come down, right? Because you still have this level over here. All right, so we just want to know, how safe are we? How safe are we in this position? Okay, it's 5 minutes about to close. Let's see how we close here. All right, so business decision to make here. Business decision to make, and you gotta make it quick, or I gotta make it quick, because in the next 2 minutes I'm not gonna be able to touch this trade, right? In the next 2 minutes. So we closed, well, above this level here, still respecting these over here, which I guess is cool. All right, it's not terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna keep this. I'm not gonna change anything quite yet, because if there was no news, I would still be waiting for this hourly candle to close, right? The only thing I'm really worried about here is news, right? If there was no news, I would still be waiting for the 1 hour candle to close before I did anything. The issue here is if we continue to push up like this, if this hourly closes above 192.76, yeah, just count your chickens, as they say. All right, what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna move my TPs to 192.23. I'm gonna move my TPs for both to 192.23. And 2.23. And yeah, so I just moved both TPs up. I moved both TPs right here. Just cause even if price is gonna come up, right? Even if price is gonna come up with the news, you might actually see price push down quickly, right, towards 191.955, right? You might see that initial volume from news do something like this, right, before we start heading up here, right? And if we're gonna come down, I mean, if you're gonna come down, you're gonna come down. That's good, right? That's in our favor, right? So that's good. But even if we're gonna come up here instead, you might see price do that jolt down. So this would be my saving grace, right? We'll manage fully, or we'll manage properly after the 5 minute close. I mean, so at this point, this hourly is about to close. Ideally you want that closure below, right? You want that closure below here, right? On the hourly, ideally you want that closure below there, but we'll see what happens here. So we're just heading into the 2 minute mark, so cannot touch this trade anymore. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this one is gonna be a buzzer beater. This one gonna be a buzzer beater. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm surprised that I held like this. I'm surprised. I mean, I was expecting this reaction, but I'm surprised we actually pushed this much. I'm surprised we actually pushed this much. All right, let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens. We could even take a third position if it's like, nah, I'm playing. Well, after news, we could definitely after news. Not right now. Not right now. If it makes sense to, then I will, but not right now. All right. So there goes your close. There comes news now. All right. So first thing we're doing with news is making a top wick, which is actually not bad. The problem is, if we continue to drive up like this, you might just come and hit. You might just tap into your stops, right? We might just tap into our stops here. So yeah, let's hope. Let's hope we don't tap into our stops before we flip. If we're gonna flip, if we are in fact gonna flip, let's see. All right, let's see. Still heading up here. Yeah, you want to see strong rejection back down. Very strong rejection back down. That's the only thing that's gonna be in your favor here. 4 hour, what's the daily saying? Yeah, I'm surprised. I am surprised. That daily made, I guess that daily did make a bottom wick there. Yeah, fair enough. That 4 hour can't come back. Yeah, it's a big drop. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, so all right, cool. Yeah, this is wraps, isn't it? This is pretty much wraps. Can't really manage anything here. Can't really manage. We pretty much either hit stops or you know, we start heading back down. There's no really in between here. All right, because we're already up at these levels, right? So there is no, yeah, the fact that, you know, prices, or not price, news has been out for quite a bit. This 5 minute about to close. All right, it's 5 minutes about to close. So if we haven't started rejecting to the downside yet, most likely we're gonna hit stops, most likely. So 30 minute and the hourly both don't have a bottom wick yet, right? I can't really take any wick entries at this point. Cannot really take any wick entries. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see here. And even then I wouldn't really be looking to take this out for profit. I would be looking to basically flip on this candle, right? Flip on the current hourly candle. Actually, I'll tell you what, if we're still in this position, right, if we don't hit stops, once you flip on this candle, you got a second position. Because look where this hourly closed. This hourly still closed respecting, right? We're still respecting, and now we've made a steeper top wick, right? So I mean, yeah, if this hourly closes, I got a vantage point of about, what is this? I got about a 7 pip vantage point. And what I'm gonna do, so if we flip on this candle, my stops are now at these highs here. All right, my stops are now at these highs here. You flip on that candle, push all the way down. I'll probably close my, this was not my original position, was it? No way this was my original position. Was it in here? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Shit, that's a long way away, bro. That's a long ways away, bro. Trying to think here. I mean, depends on how much this would be. So this is, if I close this here, it's 29 pips. So 30 pips. So it's about $45. All right, versus this would now drive, right? So both of these then would drive. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, it just looks like this 5 minute, we just found support on the 5. Which is over here. I mean, we still drove down regardless, but yeah, let's see. Hopefully this just happens faster than this happens a little bit quicker here. Even if we're gonna hit stops, I prefer to hit stops a little bit quicker here, because I do have to go in a bit. I do have to move in a bit. Still in there, still in there. We still in there. Let's see Wagwan. Let's see Wagwan. We still in there, still in there. Yeah, I mean, let's see how this 15-minute closes. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. Let's see how this 15. So hourly, the 15 is still in there. So you start to form support right here. Pretty much cooked. Yeah. 5:15. Yeah, I mean 15 about to close. Let's see how we close. Ideally you want to flip. If not, you want to close below here, right? And even then, it's like, I'm trying to think of where would it be wraps, right? Where would it not even be worth it to even keep this open? I'd say if the 30-minute, let me see, the hourly. So this is the hourly. Yeah, as far as this hourly is open and looks like this can stay open, right? This can still do anything. As long as this hourly still has no bottom wick, this can do anything. All right, so I'm just gonna, you know, I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling right now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. And I am still interested in taking these the sells on the flip, but only if it's on the 30-minute flip. All right, there goes the 15-minute close. Terrible close, atrocious close on the 15. Yeah, not the best, not the best. I mean, you're closing above all these levels here, closing above all these levels. So yeah, your stops at this point, yeah, at this point it's pretty much a Hail Mary, right? Until we flip, both positions are a Hail Mary. So I mean, if you want to salvage some of the loss, I'd say, you know, close at this point, right? But as long as this hourly is open again, this can do whatever, right? This can do whatever as long as this hourly is open. And I do believe that if we did actually want to come down here, given that price had already established this resistance here, I don't really see why it would come up all the way, right? I don't see why it would come up all the way again, especially after the 4 hour did close below, right? Did close below these levels here. But yeah, I guess I might have underestimated this level right here, right? Because we did see this level, right? We saw this level on the lower time frames, right? It's pretty obvious on the lower time frames. So I mean, I guess we sort of, yeah, we might have what's the word, disrespected that level a little bit. But yes, it's pretty strange though. It's pretty strange because we have structure coming down, as well. So to just drive up like this, that means we really misjudged this level over here. We really misjudged this level. This must be a lot stronger than I thought. It happens though. It happens. Yep, now you're flipping. Let's see if we're gonna survive this. We're about a couple pips off of stops here, just a couple pips off of stops. Let's see, are we gonna survive? Let's see. So we still in here somehow, still in here, still waiting. Yeah, I highly doubt this. I highly doubt we're gonna flip on the 30. Let me just take this off the screen. Well, nah, never say never, I guess. Never say never. Never say never. I will never say never. All right, so 30-minute just closed. 30-minute closed above 192.8. So the chances of this hitting stops are pretty high now. I'm not gonna lie to you, pretty high. Cannot manage this though. Cannot manage this position until the hourly closes. So stops are gonna remain the same. If we do end up flipping on this hourly, I'm not gonna take that flip anymore. Right? Not gonna take this flip anymore. We're gonna wait for the hourly candle to actually close, right? We'll see how it closes. If we end up closing bearish, right, below 192.637, you can actually take another position right there, right, to sort of mitigate this first position and have your second position go, you know, BE at some point. So yeah, we'll see. But now potentially it's already 11 o'clock, right? It's already 10:30. We're pushing 11 o'clock, right? So yeah, this is not guaranteed anymore, right? So we'll see what happens there, but for now that's gonna be it though. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. So we're gonna update the record, right, tomorrow. So definitely tomorrow we're gonna be here on time. Don't worry, we're gonna update the record tomorrow. And yeah, if it's a loss, we'll put the loss down, but if it's a win, we won't put it on the record, right? But if it's a loss, we will put it on our record. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for me though. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hopefully this does end up going our way. We'll do if it doesn't go our way, we'll do like a breakdown of why, you know, what went wrong next time, right, which is tomorrow. So yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in, and peace.